Hello and welcome to day 4 of Summer and Sea Tangles. Today I'm going to demonstrate a cute tangle that I really like using. It's called Surfs Up. And it's basically a ribbon tangle, but I like these wavy lines. I think they're perfect for the atmosphere that I'm aiming for, regarding the sea and summer. So after you do the ribbon, you just add sort of waves inside the ribbon. Ideally, they would touch the ribbon, unlike this one. So I will just add a little bit more ink to it. And once you do that, you just add the aura lines. It's very easy. So I will start with the first set of aura lines. And, there is no rule about how you need to add them, except when you add the first set. So I'm now looking for these U shapes. I have here U shapes and reverse U. And I will first add the auras in the U shapes, following the same principle. I'm sorry for not posting a video yesterday. I never promised to do a video a day, actually, because, life happens. It wasn't my goal, but I was hoping that I would be able to do it. Our daughter is here with us. She studies abroad, but now she's here with us and we just, had some family time. And now I just rotate the tile after doing the first set of aura lines. And what you want to see is these vertical aura lines against this line where they are horizontally placed. So it's a contrast between how they appear. And this is actually what adds the dynamic to the shape, the contrast between these auras that are placed in U and reverse U shapes. And when you start with the first aura line that follows this central wave, you can just add the rest. And here I don't have the first line, so I'm just imagining how these lines would flow, and this is the trickiest part maybe. But again, there is no original reference of this line that's this central wave. So, whatever you do, there's nothing to compare it with. Of course, now you could just play with adding some more weight to these lines, which would be great for shading. But I will just add some dramatic shades here, and I think this will be enough. But just for, the idea, if you want to pay a little bit more attention, make it even more interesting to look at, to observe, and contribute to the shading effect, you can play with the weighting, and you can see these two little sections with the weighting. It does look better, I believe so. I took my graphite pencil and I'm adding the graphite trace next to the line. So to the line, not the one where I have the aura line that follows the shape, but on the opposite side of the line. And this will really bring a 3D effect to your tangle. And of course, I will do the same on the reverse U shapes. And if you want, you can add this shade also along the ribbon lines. And now, just, you know, it's basically, it's obvious, but I just want to mention, you don't need to have a ribbon. You can fill any kind of an elongated space with these waves and draw these tangles. Just, you know, it has to be kind of elongated, but it doesn't have to be two parallel lines where you will nest the wave between them. Any kind of space will do. And if it has an irregular shape and not a ribbon-like shape, it will be maybe even more interesting. So I did use it also to fill some, as a filler basically, between other tangles. I'm trying to blend this. This paper really takes the shades very well. And maybe I'm too heavy with the, you know, graphite tracing, with the original graphite traces that I put down. Maybe I should be a little bit more aware of the blending and, you know, keep my hand, hold the pencil at a more horizontal, you know, at a lower angle. And also when I move away from the lines, maybe release the pressure so I can already have some blending without even using the blender. And finally, add some highlights along these vertical lines to add even more contrast between the individual waves. And once you add that, you can blend it. And you can see how I rotated the tile now, so that when I blend it, the tip of my blending stump is pointed towards the line where the highlight should be the lightest. I think I will add just a little bit here. I don't have the whole wave, but there should be at least a hint of highlighting. And now you can see how there's, I think it's quite a cute one and very easy and effective, which is perfect. Not too much complexity, but it looks great. And you can see that I'm basically only dotting. I'm just adding the dots here for the shiniest highlights. And that's it. Now that I'm taking another look, I maybe just want to add a little bit darker shade along the line. So you don't want to have any space between the darkest shade and the original black line. So you need to basically add the graphite on top of the line and right along the line. And I'm done with it. And of course, finally, I will draw the name, and the person who deconstructed the Tangle is Joe in NZ, which is, I guess, New Zealand. Such a lovely tangle, right? And I want to show you two tiles where I used it. So this is one, and both are from one of my video classes, spliced tiles. So these tiles are really two tiles that are just cut and spliced together without cutting away any parts of the tiles. So you can see the surface up here. It's just a wavy line next to the border, and then I would just want to show you that it's not a ribbon. So not in this one, and also not here. Here it is used as a filler between two tangles, between this one and this central shape where the tile was cut. I hope that you liked Surfs Up. Thank you for tangling with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.